And yeah, they were really nice. And I ended up the next day, because that was a Saturday, on Sunday I invited them to the Chocolate Sundae show. And they actually came out to the show, yeah.
That's cool.
Damn, Mark.
They came by, and she ended up, what was her name? Jade, whatever. She ended up winning, like, one of the prizes, like, at the Chocolate Sundae show. Like, the
you
VIP.
got them in for free?
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
awesome.
I got them on the guest list, is what we call it in the biz, you know? There's nothing free. You know, it's
Sorry,
very exclusive, VIP.
This one here.
Yeah, I got them. But yeah, like, it was random. Like, some of the people, like, knew other people, so I didn't even get him. I hit up one of the promoters of the show. His name was I don't know if you've ever met him. His name was Caduce is his name.
Caduce?
But
Sounds
he
familiar.
knew a couple people at the event, actually.
Oh.
Because I was like, yeah, I interned at Laugh Factory. Like, oh, do you know Caduce? And so, like, apparently he just knows a bunch of people. But yeah, they went to the show and they had a blast. And they actually met, like, my mom, because she was at the show with me. And so it was just like colliding of worlds. That was like really random.
That's fun.
Yeah, they were really
That's
nice.
cool.
And like I have her on Snapchat and she was really sweet.
That's cool. I like how this extended past Saturday, like
Yeah.
this whole experience.
Yeah, no, it
for you.
definitely did. And then I just talked to like the people that were running the event. Like there was Joe, who's the bartender guy. Cena, who was one of the women that was like the coordinator, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot his name. Cheese, I think was his name.
Cheese, yeah.
The
Oh,
big
he's
dude.
the greeter.
Yeah, dude, what a legend. He was so nice.
Yeah.
He was just like, yeah, welcome, this is the thing. I was like, do you paint? He's like, nah, I don't paint. I like tacos, though. I was like, all right. You gotta, take your pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they were all super nice. And, like, they were from Los Angeles, like, originally. And, like, were raised there, like, raised, like, near Inglewood. And they're now, like, just doing these events for people in the community.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think what I gathered was that they do, it's like between 4 of them, they each month it's at a different location. Like it's at one person's house 1 month, another person's house the other month. But yeah, they were all there. The DJ was one of the 4, I think. The DJ, the bartender, the lady who I got the paints from, and then Cheese.
And then
the greeter.
I think Cena was like a 5th. So I think there were 5 of them.
Right, okay.
I'm not sure, though.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, I talked to Joe a little bit, but he there was like a line behind me, so I was like
To talk?
Yeah.
Well, no, to get the sangria.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, all right, never mind.
Oh, Joe, yeah.
He had the overalls, though, and people were painting.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Like, people were painting on his overalls.
It was cool.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
It was sick. I want to know your perspective.
Of the party?
I want to know how you how you thought of it, and how you thought that we did. I don't know if you saw us, but
Yeah, you guys did great. When I walked in, I got there, I don't know, close to somewhere between 8 and 8:30. Don't really remember, but so it's still kind of empty. I always find like my soulmate in the middle of the dance floor. There's like one dude just like dancing. And so, like, I just kind of, like, hung out a little bit nearby, and I just started moving. He was like, yep, come on, let's do it. So we just danced for a little bit. And he moved out here to be a dancer, and he's been getting work as a dancer, getting paid work.
Awesome.
dang.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, like, that's so hard to do. So, like, props to you. So that's how I started out the night. I wasn't, like, I didn't notice the ground and shit. Like,
You noticed them hips. Okay.
I noticed
Saw them pecs dancing. I was like, I'm not looking at the ground. What?
Yep. The tacos were dope. I mean, everyone that I met was really cool. For me, the whole experience, like, I grew up, I think every episode I say this because it just comes up, but, like, I grew up in Long Beach. I almost said New York. I grew up in Long Beach and in a predominantly white neighborhood. So, like, my experience is, like, kind of skewed as far as, like, because my grandmother lived in Watts, and then all my friends in, like, middle school and high school, or middle school and elementary school were black. So it's like I had black people, like, in certain areas, but not, like, on the streets that I live. Like, literally, like, the street, it was Belmont Shores, and it's just, I'm, like, the only black person. But at school, we have our small, like, handful of people, and then my grandma, and, like, that's it. So, like, my experience is so weird. Like, going back and forth between, like, not being black enough or being, like, too, like, it's all sorts of weird shit that I experienced growing up. So this, for me, doing, like, fish and tacos and paint is, like, I'm getting an experience that I sort of missed out on, almost.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Because, like, I didn't grow up, like, in a neighborhood full of, black people, unless, like, I would go visit my grandma.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm getting more of like the cultural side of it that I feel like I missed out. Cause like, yeah, when you live in a white neighborhood, like that's literally all you get. Like
right.
that's it. So, it's like, I feel like I'm going through life again, but doing it right.
Right.
Nice.
As am I. Like we're both finally getting the black childhood we'd never had. You know what I mean?
Everyone's gonna hate you.
Yeah.
I try to do my best to make it like so that even if friends kind of come off racist, I try to make it so that you don't. But like everyone, I don't know if I can like censor you so much, right?
Joking, right? This is a comedy podcast, is it not? Maybe it's not.
No, it's super serious. Can't you tell?
I'll be serious in the next take. In the next hour.
The next day, I keep leaving because I'm not trying to be rude, but my thing's on a battery and I have to make sure it doesn't die. Yeah, I had fun, and then I saw someone that I knew. I went to use the restroom. I was like, oh fuck! And then so I sat down with you guys, and then the whole time I was like, I can't sit here anymore. Like I have to get up and go. I have to leave. I have to leave. And then eventually, I think I literally was like, I'm leaving. I just stood up and just put my pants down and
Wait,
just
did
walked
you not
away.
want to talk to the person that you knew?
No, I did.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. I think you guys both met the person that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think I know who it is. Yeah, because like when I got up to leave and I saw you, you were like, I had to leave because that was a vortex.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Because
okay.
what?
She said that was a vortex over where we were.
Well, it was because everyone was like sitting there painting, and no one like that was the paint zone.
Yeah, everybody was deep in there.
Everyone was deep in the paint, and like I wanted to like leave anyway and just like explore.
Yeah,
I didn't want to spend that much time painting. Like I didn't want to spend like 2 hours painting, so I wanted to meet people.
Yeah.
But it was more abrupt than I had planned on exiting the painting scene. And fun times were had.
Yeah,
That's
I had a
cool.
blast.
That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had a
Go
great
to the
time.
event and
Thank
the whole
you.
deal.
I'm gonna go to the next one.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I told my friends Monty and Ann about it.
Here's the thing. Don't bring like too many white people. Like, so, like, check it. No, for real.
Okay.
Because you're going into like these black
No, I'm
neighborhoods.
not. Yeah, I mean,
You're
like
gonna
I get
gentrify
it.
the party.
Yeah, like,
It's like when it's I go to a gay gym, and like I got real pissed because like 2 straight couples came in at once.
You really?
And I did and then I like checked myself and I was like, it's kind of fucked up of me for getting so pissed that they're there. You know what I mean? It's like
Wait, is there such a thing as a gay gym?
yeah. I go to a gay gym. It's called Everybody. It's in Glassell Park.
So not everybody.
Well, I mean, yes, everybody, but it's really supposed to be. It's like everybody who's queer, but you whisper that queer part.
That's
Or,
what
like,
it says.
it's
It's like
like-
super small.
It's like
It's like
anyone who's
everybody
like
except straight people.
yeah, like any LGBTQ person, and
Right.
like or like like differently abled, like as far as body or whatever,
right.
and like it's cool, but it's a cool place, but like. I don't know why, but like this one straight couple, like I truly despise them.
Are they obnoxiously straight?
They are
Is that
because
the thing?
like they'll
They're
like
flaming
make
heterosexuals.
they're flaming
Flaming.
heterosexuals. They disgust me with their lifestyle choice. No, they'll like the girl, like the guy is actually very nice and respectful, and like the girl will kind of like throw shade at people and like make out with their boyfriend, and I'm like, you're at the gym,
Just
and
like prove to everyone.
yeah, and like she wears her sunglasses in the gym.
Maybe what if they are like closeted and they're just like
If that's the
weird
case,
about it?
that's great. But like when I was closeted, I would make really strong eye contact with gay people.
Yeah,
Kind of be like, help me, get out of this.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, but like, you don't make it out. Like, you weren't making out with dudes.
No, like I had a
Trying to
boyfriend,
prove
but I was
it.
like, don't touch me. If another lesbian walked in, I'd be like, don't touch me right
You're like,
now.
get me out. Oh, you were in the sunken place, huh?
Yeah,
Oh.
I was. And I finally,
Now I found my gay friends.
yeah, I finally got out though.
That's really funny, actually. Yeah, I don't know what that's like. I don't know the people coming into. No one ever moved into my neighborhood. Seriously, like in my neighborhood, the most ethnicity. I had a Jewish friend growing up. That was it.
It was
So-
like a 50-50 split, I'd say, where I grew up.
Really?
Yeah, but it was like black or white. It was like
No
one
other-
Asian, and like nobody talked to that kid. And like looking back on that, like I feel so shitty for that because like that kid was probably really cool, but nobody talked to him.
Yeah. He
You
might
know?
not have been cool. I don't think we
He
should
might.
say he's cool.
He was.
just 'cause
He
not talking.
he just stayed to himself.
don't know
'cause-
if he was
yeah,
cool.
we don't know.
We don't know for sure. Let's
Yeah.
not speculate.
But if he was, you missed out.
I did. So wait, can I bring 2 white people?
You have to stay home. There's a quota.
I would challenge you to bring someone that maybe you don't know quite as well, who is a person of color.
Okay.
You got like an Indian friend or something?
What? Be Indian.
That's another person of color, right?
Yeah, but like, why did you say?
I'm just saying, because like there's like already black people there. Maybe that's where the diversity is. You know, it was Indians.
Maybe.
And you're like part Indian. I'm talking about Native American.
She's not.
Oh, I just say Native American then, because it's confusing.
That's very confusing. Yeah. So if you go, I mean, because you were gonna bring your mom, Mark, and I was a little bit. I was like, but it's fine.
I don't know what she would have thought. I mean,
Did she like black people? Or she came to chocolate Sundays?
No. She like obviously, but like, and she grew up like in like the south side of Montreal, which is like a very diverse neighborhood. Like a ton of like, a lot of like Haitian people have moved there.
Yeah.
But like she grew up around like a ton of black people. But so like she never like thinks about that stuff, and like I'd never even mentioned that it was like an urban comedy show or like a black comedy show until like partway through, like half, like at near the end, and she was like, oh. And I don't know if she was like playing, like I don't know if she was like she legitimately said like, yeah, I didn't really notice or care. So like on the one hand, like she's cool, but on the other hand, she looks like a Beverly Hills soccer mom. Like kids in the van, like glasses.
You were describing her food, the food or something that she was eating. What was that?
The stuff that she eats. Like we were at a restaurant and like she only eats like gluten-free, organic, free range, ocean caught, the whole deal. And we go to this restaurant. She's like, yeah, I'll have the salmon. And the guy was like, okay, sure. And she was like, is it wild caught? And he was like, it's ocean farmed. And I was like, these two things I didn't even know existed. And then she goes even as far as to be like, she was like, what? Do you know what they were fed? I was like, so you want the menu of the restaurant and the fish's menu? You want like what he was eating too?
What did
like,
fish eat? Or what did the salmon eat?
I don't know.
You didn't find out?
No, the guy didn't know. The guy was like, really, lady? And then she was like, all right, I'll get it. But that's the thing, is like, she'll be super strict on that. But then, like, we'll go to, like Rite Aid, and she'll get, like, Dove chocolate, which is, like, full of, like, stabilizers and preservatives, whatever.
Wow.
And she's like, I mean, but it doesn't count. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she, like, has a standard.
Do an impression of your mother right now.
I don't... It's the same impression that I would do for, like, a white girl, like, a valley girl, and, like, a gay dude. Like,
well,
it's all the
do
same.
It. Just
it's
do
all
it.
The same, like...
Show us.
So what did the salmon eat? Like, what's in the... Is it wild-caught salmon, or is it... ocean fresh, whatever the word is. That's what she would say.
I'll do an impression of my mom.
Okay.
All right, so like backstory on this one. Thurston, my friend Thurston would always come over and he would drink.
That's the white tux guy.
Yeah. We would always get these like little orange juice like cartons, and he would like drink like 8 of them. And my mom would come down. She'd peek her head downstairs and be like, "Yo, Thurston. Hon, I just want to let you know I bought you some of them orange juices you like so much. So if you want to go in there, not too many of them. I don't want to go back to the store tomorrow."
Wow.
I'm from Philadelphia.
I like that your friend Thurston drank the most of the
That's
things.
a lot.
It was a lot of orange. Like
his
I
name's
was like,
Thurston, like thirsty.
Yeah.
You thirsty ass motherfucker.
Yeah, like I was like, dude, you're gonna get ulcers in your mouth. Stop. Have a glass of water, man.
Yeah, throw water in there, Thurston. Jeez.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something my mother says. She calls me Sella. It's like, Sella.